Wake up, wake up, wake up. The Flow Show No Filter back with another crazy ass episode. Come on in, come on in. Happy Thursday. Thoughts, views, and opinions shared on the Flow Show No Filter are for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a professional. I am just good. A little groggy this morning. What the hell? Let me see here. Why is my okay. I'm like, why is my screen so small? I can't even see who in here. Roll call, fire, glory. What's going on? As we let everybody come in through the door. I see you, Angie, Grandma Kathy, Island Girl. What's up? RX, what's up, big dog? Lily, what's up, Lily? Anybody heard anything about Tahara? Nah, not this morning. Not this morning. I hope y'all got y'all's though. I'm having to get my appetite back. I gotta mix the coffee in as I get I got it back though. I've been smashing food, y'all. Angelina, what's up? Danae, what's up? Danae says, good morning, Flow, Wake and Bake crew, and Coffee crew. Happy Thursday. Thursday. Water, coffee, whatever. Good morning to the Puff Puff Pass crew. Good morning to the Flow Show fam, the Breakfast crew, and everybody else out there today. Man, can't nobody stop talking about this Diddy documentary. It has taken on a life of its own. Diddy sent a cease and desist order that the Netflix told Diddy to kick rocks with no flip-flops, with no socks. Fire Glory said she's been having a caramel latte with almond milk. That sounds good, actually. May have to give that a go. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Y'all funny. Everybody cracking up. Yeah. Hey, look. They look. That cease and desist order wasn't worth the paper that it was printed on. Hey, did he think just like if that's the case, we wouldn't have any documentaries. If you could just send a cease and desist because you don't like the information that's in the documentary, shit, we wouldn't have no documentaries. Like, I don't know if Diddy realize that, but that's kind of like how it goes. This you got a problem with it, Diddy? You make a documentary. That's how you solve that. You make a documentary. Then you ain't got to worry about it. You can put in there all the shit you want to put in there. But if it's 50 Cent's documentary, well, your ass getting sick to the woodshed. 50 Cent, before we get into it, man, 50 Cent dismantled and tore down Diddy's character in like down to the fucking studs, man. It was like open heart surgery, just surgically tearing Diddy's character, if he ever had character, tore it to pieces. I don't want his ass doing, I won't want 50 doing no documentary on me. I wouldn't want no documentary done on me. Not at all. Not by 50 Cent. He also trashed that court case. Yes, he did. But it's a lot of things came out of that. First of all, the jurors, we can talk about that today. The jurors, I don't like the way the guy or that female, them jurors, like, it's like they didn't even care about the actual law. I don't know. Did y'all pay attention to what the jurors were saying in this documentary? It was like they didn't break down according to the law, like why they found Diddy not guilty on certain charges. They were talking about it as if it was just like barbershop talk. I was like, no wonder. I'm almost surprised they got any type of guilty verdict with that jury pool. Like I was listening. I wanted to hear like, okay, y'all were the jury. Y'all sat through all this. What did y'all? What actually did you all come up with? Like what legalities or what reasonings according to the law did y'all come up with to give Diddy not guilty on the RICO and the sex trafficking? And I didn't get that. I got the same answers you get out of the people in the barbershop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the answers were not technically sound at all. Yeah, for example, that female juror, she sounds just like a damn fan. She was talking about, she blew me when she said when Diddy would make faces when somebody was saying something and Diddy was trying to act like it wasn't true. Diddy would make a face, and then she was like, and sometimes I would be making the same face. I'm like, is that appropriate? Is that appropriate? Yeah, that's a good point. I'm gonna go come back to Angie in a minute. Angelina, put your drinks up in the air. She said, cheers to 50 Cent for spilling the real tea, getting all that footage and behind the scenes real story. Thank you for the $4.99, $5 holla, Angelina. Greatly appreciated. Everybody show Angelina some love for coming through with the big money today. Let's get it. What is today? Thirsty Thursday. How could I forget? Let me go back to Angie because she did say something. Now, women tend to pick up on misogyny a little easier than men. So I would say y'all picked it up on it, but I kind of did pick up on that male. That juror didn't give a damn because, like I said, if you voted not guilty, that's your right. I'm an inquisitive person. I want to know what facts or what based on the law, where did you come up with that? And they didn't have any of that. And that male juror was like basically just saying that Diddy and Cassie were in love and they would get back together, and he basically was just saying like getting bashed in by multiple guys and flying in sex workers and all that coercion. He acted like that was just regular par for the course. That's just part of relationships. It was very, very interesting to hear from them jurors, like what the hell actually what they were thinking. And the more you hear from these jurors, the more you hear from them jurors, the more you understand the verdict. The more you understand the verdict. Like with these jurors and the way they thought, like I said, I'm waiting for a juror to go up there and just technically say, hey, because the law is this and this didn't happen, Diddy didn't break the law here because the law says this, and da-da-da-da-da. I haven't heard that yet. And I'm trying to figure out, will we ever hear? Because all the jurors that I've heard from are basically, like I said, there's no rhyme or reason. They just kind of shooting from the hip and just going with what they feel. They feel they feel he's innocent, and that's it. It's really no explanation to it, no breakdown, no nothing. So, like I said, I the more and more I hear from these jurors, the less I am surprised by what the hell the verdict that they came up with. It sounded like the jury pool with that the jurors treated it like this is just, hey, we just at the park, or we just at the lunch table, or we just in the break room talking about a case. We could just shoot from the hip. We don't need no real legal back explanation. We don't need no uh, nothing to co-sign what we saying. It's just this what we feel, and that's that. Because when I heard that guy juror talking about uh, the guy talking about, basically like it was just a relationship, and that's it, and that was his reason. I'm like, damn. Then let me tell you this, and this show you how the jury that you get is definitely means a lot. Um, the fact that the jury as a whole, based on what what the jurors said from this documentary is, they didn't believe Capricorn Clark at all. Y'all recall Capricorn Clark is the one that said Diddy beat her, kidnapped her, made her go to Kid Cudi's house, tortured her, all kind of shit, right? Y'all remember Capricorn Clark? The jury as a whole didn't even believe Capricorn Clark at all. And even Capricorn Clark spoke to that and said she felt when it was going on, she felt that jurors didn't uh she felt that the jurors didn't believe her at all. And it's like, now let me tell you how sad that is. I am close friends with Capricorn Clark's cousin. Very close friends, like go back 20 years, 20 plus years. The Capricorn Clark stories are 1,000% true. And I know that for a fact. This is from inside information. I knew that back, if you've been following me, I was breaking down what went on with Capricorn Clark before she even testified. And when Diddy beat the hell out of her, kidnapped her, and all that, Capricorn Clark, especially back in those days, she was tied in, and a lot of her family was involved in gangs and shit. So follow me. When all that shit happened to Capricorn Clark, there was hella gangs and gang members in, where was it? I think it was out in Cali. I don't know where it is, but the gang members were present and wanted to retaliate on Diddy because of what he did to Capricorn Clark. And what did Diddy end up doing? He ended up paying Capricorn Clark. So Capricorn Clark got paid out for getting her ass beat by Diddy and the gun, the kidnapping and all that. So that was 1,000% true. As a matter of fact, not only was it 1,000% true, it was actually more that went on than even was talked about in court. So when I hear jurors saying they absolutely didn't believe Capricorn Clark, like I said, it just lets me know that it's fucked up. It's really fucked up. Like I said, I know firsthand that Capricorn Clark's story is true. 1,000% true. Nothing was made up. And if they're gonna say just flat out, say just they don't believe her, and that was a whole kidnapping, That was a lot that went into her story, kidnapping and all of that. Once they threw her out and said they didn't believe it, now it all makes sense. Let's see this. That's crazy. I literally just got done with that part. I can't believe they didn't believe she was kidnapped. How else is someone supposed to be kidnapped? Are they expecting movie style sensational? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And I told y'all that when it was all going on, I was like, I feel like people are looking for uh like movie style Rico, movie style kidnapping and gangster. They were looking for the stereotypical version of these events. And since they didn't get that, they assumed that shit didn't happen. So the whole juror situation, remember early on when the first couple jurors spoke out, we all came to the agreement and I came to and I said, you know what? These jurors, this was a horrible jury pool. This was a terrible jury pool. Like seriously. Wow. Oh yeah, Aubrey O'Day. Let's speak on that. Yeah. Man, that was sad. She said that uh Aubrey was saying that some lady or some person, I don't even know if it was a lady, but Aubrey O'Day, if you remember, Aubrey O'Day is from Danity Kane. She's the white girl who was in Danity Kane. And she spoke. And people, I don't have to tell y'all, over the years, she has definitely spoke out against Diddy and spoke out about all kind of shit that happened. But in the documentary, it was a touching moment and sad when she said that someone filed a police report or an affidavit saying that they witnessed Aubrey O'Day being raped and assaulted by Diddy and some other guy. Talking about her she didn't have nothing on from her waist down. Said she appeared to be inebriated, and they were just taking advantage of her. Aubrey says she don't even remember, and she says she don't even want to know the fucking details. She says she don't even want to know what really happened or what happened. She says she don't even remember that. But for somebody else to file a police report, crazy. Yeah, they these jurors, the jurors definitely was something else, y'all. And let's go back to this again. And this is the horse. This is the dead horse that we can't stop beating. And I'm 100% with you, Don. This is the horse that we just can't stop beating. The biggest mistake was not having the jurors sequestered. When the trial began and saw that the jurors weren't going to be sequestered, I shook my head and said, big, big, big mistake. Huge. And I don't have to tell y'all, I was screaming that from the mountaintop before the trial even started, the minute they announced that the jurors would not be sequestered. Y'all know I said I don't want to harp on it. At the time, I told y'all I didn't want to harp on it, but because I didn't want to just be a Debbie Downer and just keep complaining. But I told y'all, I said, man, how can you not sequester the jury in a case involving one of the, if not the most powerful man in New York, born and raised in New York? The trial is in New York. Um, it just didn't make any sense. I'm like, they had to sequester him for the OJ trial, and that was 100 years ago, and there wasn't even no social media out then. Like, like it wasn't even social media like it is now. These jurors, and definitely that's what the jurors sound like. The jurors sound like they all was heavy on social media the minute they left the courtroom. The minute they left the courtroom, the second they left the courtroom, they was on social media. You can tell by their answers. They saying stuff that was trending on social media. Even Diddy, let's see what Tracy said. Even Diddy was going to be in front of the world. Even Diddy said it was going to be in front of the world to see. Yep, that is Don. You can't stress enough how dumb not sequestering the jurors was, and I don't know, maybe that was intentional to give Diddy a shot, a fair shake, or a shot to get a not guilty verdict. But that was definitely one of the biggest mistakes. Also, remember when Dawn came out? I think this might have been was this during the trial or right before the trial? Dawn Richard from Danity Kane came out speaking about being assaulted and mistreated and all the terrible things, talked about all the terrible things that Diddy did to her. Well, remember when that came out, the other girl, the girl from Dirty Money, remember, Dawn was in Danity Kane, but then also Diddy put Dawn in that group Dirty Money with him and the other girl, Miss Harper, Kalani, I believe, something Harper, Miss Harper. I'm gonna just call her Miss Harper. Well, anyway, Miss Harper, um, remember when Dawn came out, the Harper girl came out like totally shitting on Dawn's story, saying it wasn't true. She went out speaking. And for those that have been following me closely for all this time, you remember at that time when I broke that story, I said I believe that Diddy for sure pressed her and made her do it, probably offered her money and whatever. And based on this documentary, I was Mr. Told You So Flo again. Um, they this is her right here. It was like, this is the prime opportunity to tell him, I know you got that going on, but I got this going on. I want my kids. So what happened was Diddy asked the Harper girl, no, the Harper girl, before all of this crap had happened, the Harper girl asked Diddy, she was down on her luck. I think she needed like $5,000. Um, and it was like she dire straight, like she really needed it, and she hadn't been getting paid or whatever, and she asked Diddy, and Diddy never looked out for her. Diddy just left her hanging. But then fast forward, when all this stuff started hitting the fan and Diddy didn't have many people to speak out for him, then he called her, and this is her speaking on it. She like, damn, you didn't even help me, now you need help, and now you just want me to jump. So for me, it was like, this is the prime opportunity to tell him, I know you got that going on, but I got this going on. I want my kids. I don't know why Dawn is doing this, but I have to talk to my husband because anything I said can fuck around and not, could not get my kids. So I was like, look, you can't call me because you're scared to go to jail now.
rush for me to say anything. I need time to think about it. Like, what am I going to say? I didn't see that. I didn't. But I don't want people to think like I'm trying to wear a bulletproof vest for Puff because I'm not. It's just like I'm not that person. Shit, like I don't fucking know what they was doing. I don't know. Either.
Now, she was going through, that's Harper, she was going through a custody battle with her child where she had to be careful about anything she said or did. And so she didn't even want to speak out, but she did. But just to show you how she, like when she spoke out against Dawn, it's funny how we have came full circle or 180 degrees, where now she's saying, I don't know if you can understand her, but she was saying that now instead of saying that Dawn was lying and that nothing happened, now she's saying, hey, I don't know what they were doing. I don't know what they were doing. I wasn't around there, and I'm not championing and standing up for Diddy, and I don't want people to think that. But it just goes to the psyche of Diddy, the fact that he didn't give a shit that he didn't help her, but when he needed it, oh, he hitting her up and putting her on the guilt trip. Didn't even care if she was in a custody battle. I was like, wow. But when it happened, if you remember, they said Diddy called her 200 and something times or something, 100 and something calls to her phone, harassed her, made her speak out. Angelina says, but she made a statement that he is an honorable motherfucker. Yeah. Definitely didn't understand. She also put out the fact and let it be known that she don't know what really happened. She didn't say that before, but that's what Diddy had, was writing those checks. Obviously, he ain't writing them no more. Now she on 50 Cent's documentary, spilling the beans, cease and desist orders. They ain't worth the paper they written on. Yeah, that was Don. Remember that part? Diddy told Don says Diddy's so damn cocky. He told Kalina Harper that if something happened to him, and he was in a casket, she would jump in the casket, hollering and screaming. So full of himself. I remember that part, and she agreed. She agreed with him. She said, "Yeah, you're right." I wonder how her husband feel about all that. See, hey, look, Diddy didn't have no respect for another man's woman, boy. I would have definitely, me and Diddy would have definitely been at odds if we were in the same circle and he been trying that shit. But I don't play that shit. Don't try to disrespect me like that. Angelina says she sounded scared for her life when she was crying, saying she didn't know about anything they was doing. Like she was coerced into saying that exactly. That was my point. She definitely showed like, look, I'm coerced in this. Diddy is absolutely soulless. Yeah, she know what's something. Don said, how does Kalina Harper don't know Flo when uh, she noticed strange and unusual thing? Yeah, she definitely knows. We know she's being untruthful, but she can't come out now and say, well, you know what? I was lying. I know everything that happened. And she probably scared of she probably scared of Diddy too. I mean, I'm sure there's some fear there somewhere too. uh, Tracy is breaking news. Tracy is on Maury's ass. Said Diddy doesn't know how to care for anything, especially a child. Take your shit to the dump, dude. Y'all are funny. Let's go to the chat. Let's go to the chat. We halfway through. What chat? Anybody in the chat? What some of y'all some parts of the documentary that stuck out to y'all that y'all would like to discuss today on the Flow Show No Filter? Coming to y'all every Monday through Friday at 8:30 a.m. Available 24/7 on Apple and Spotify. Check us out. 5-star rating. I'm at a 4.9 on Spotify. I need my Spotify people to give me some 5 stars. Give me back to 5-star. I don't know what happened. I'm 5.0 on Apple. So shout out to Apple. Let's keep the 5 stars going. Shout out to all my Apple listeners. But I need some of my Spotify listeners to go ahead and hit me with some 5 stars. The little didiots or the little Mohawk ditties, or we call them didiots. They trying to tear down my my rating on Spotify, but don't let them. Don't freaking let them. Y'all, real quick, it's a fucking winter time. I don't know where y'all live at, but winter just came all of a fucking sudden. It was warm one day. Next day it's snowing, freezing, and schools is being closed. That's how I feel. Cleveland, Cleveland, Cleveland. Cleveland has to be the cousin to Alaska. Like, we had to be related to Alaska somehow. What? Hold up. 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 Somebody just said, and that somebody is Angie, said it's minus 17 here today. Where the hell are you at, Angie? Talk about minus 17. Tracy, where are you at when it's talking about minus 17? Are you in Alaska? It's 26 degrees. Okay, that's about what we dealing with. Minus 17. Where the hell is that? Oh, that's Celsius. Okay. I was about to say that's Celsius. Okay. I was about to say, Angie, don't even leave the house. Let me go back. Somebody just said the way Diddy didn't want to pay Little Rod. Yeah, Little Rod. Man, when you see this, that's another thing you see. Okay, so Miss Sweet Tooth said one part that stuck out with her was the way Diddy didn't want to pay Lil Rod and leaving that sickly message about how he loved him and his little hats, and in the end told him he would get 29K and he still didn't receive it. Yeah, that was some bullshit. That was definitely some bullshit. And it definitely when you look at all this, you see that when you look at all the people speaking out and everybody talking, you realize Diddy just literally prayed and prayed and prayed on people that he could manipulate. Like, what do you mean you like me in my little hats? That's like Diddy telling me, I love you and your little headbands. I don't want no man telling me he loved me and my little headbands. Like, that's weird. Who says that to another grown ass man? Talk about he loved Little Rod and his little hats. Meanwhile, you're not paying Little Rod. You love me and my little hat so much that you're not even fucking paying me for the work I'm doing. And I got to chase people and sue and send letters through the court and all of this just to get my money. Had that boy working on that Love album. He had him working on that Love album for however long. I know it was a long ass time. And according to Lil Rod, he still ain't received no money. He still hasn't received any money. Crazy. Just, and if you don't know, I mean, I'm sure y'all know, but if some of you might not know, Lil Rod has his own lawsuit, and Lil Rod's lawsuit is a big reason a lot of people feel like, why Diddy got in so much trouble? But Diddy's Lil Rod's lawsuit is still going. They actually, I believe, should be in the discovery phase or close to it, if not. But Diddy fears that one. Trust me. Oh, I see it. Let's see what else. Somebody else said, Dawn said a part that stuck out to her was how Diddy threw Biggie a huge homegoing service and made Biggie's estate money pay for it, but had the audacity to make it appear like he paid for it. Yeah. So let's go back to that. And I talked about this going viral. I got like 1 million views across social media, all across TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, talking about this same situation with Biggie with the funeral. Now check this out. This is the crazy part. This is how much audacity. So you take your #1 artist, who is Biggie, you forced him to go to LA when he didn't want to go to LA, and Diddy and Biggie was not welcome in LA. Why? Because Tupac had just been unalived in Vegas. And Tupac represented California. And everybody knew Tupac and Biggie, those were representing both coasts. So you didn't have to be a rocket scientist to know that it was not safe. But anyway, so Diddy forces Biggie to go to LA. Then Biggie's supposed to go to the UK. He cancels the ticket in the UK. He doesn't have correct security. He doesn't make sure Biggie is safe. People don't know, a lot of people don't even know that, not even just where Biggie was shot at. Biggie was like 22 years old with a couple of his friends running around LA, California malls and the Beverly Center with no protection, no security, knowing that the whole city is looking and hunting and wanting you dead. So Diddy does all of that, and then Biggie's end up killed. Then what do you do after he's killed? You change his contract. You illegally change his contract after he's dead, allegedly. Then you throw an extravagant funeral, acting like you paying for it. And once the cost starts getting up there, you charge Biggie for it while he dead. Then they didn't it's just crazy. Then, even though we get word that Biggie actually did not like Puff and kind of wanted to go do his own thing and was working on his own contracts and his own label situations with his own artists. But Diddy spends it, first of all, Diddy acts like Biggie wanted to go to LA, which that was a lie. And then the biggest lie of them all, Diddy went on stage. I don't know, was that the MTV Awards or the VMAs, when he had on all white, like dressed like the fucking Tooth Fairy, and skipping and dancing all around, talking about "I'll be missing you," acting like Biggie was his brother and best friend and all of that. Meanwhile, all you trying to do is use Biggie's death as a launching pad to launch your solo career. Use a shady motherfucker. You is a shady bastard. Like, huh? Then fight Biggie's mom. Then after that, Biggie's mom has to fight you tooth and nail to get money owed to her son. That your negligence, your carelessness, and your selfishness led to him not even being here. I know Biggie's mom wanted to strangle Diddy. Like, what? Enoch says Diddy couldn't pay his workers, but paid them escorts loads of money. Sure did. Sure did. They still got 68, 70 degrees in Cali. We jealous. Black Rose says, I hope those jurors watch this documentary and feel stupid, but then again, you got to have neurons for that. LOL. Angie says Maurice was sat on a paint shaker as a baby. Island Girl says here in Cali, it's still sunny, around 68 to 70 degrees. I wish we got that beautiful snow, but never have. Island, you don't want this beautiful snow. This beautiful snow is cold. This beautiful snow make you cuss. As soon as you walk outside, shit, cuss word just come out from the pure cold and snow. Yeah, Lil Rob missed 2 Thanksgivings and Christmases with his family, all to not even get paid and get dogged and disrespected. What else we got in the chat? What other? Give me another. Let's take. What's another part of the documentary that stood out to y'all? Oh, right. Shout out to Tisa. That's a good. Yeah. Shout out to Tisa Tales. That definitely was a surprise. I know many of y'all follow her too on YouTube. Tisa Tales was in the documentary. That was a good surprise, Angie. I didn't see that one coming. So that was nice. Man, yeah, that weather. I'm so jealous of that 70s y'all talking about y'all got out there. And I used to love the cold. I remember my favorite thing to do when I was a kid was go sledding. Now I will say that, Island Girl. Thank you for the $1.99, $2 holla. Angelina, always a good supporter of the show. Fan meet was so nice without all the Diddy trolls. Yeah. And if you want to be a part of our our family meeting every Wednesday, that's what Angelina talking about. Click join under this video on YouTube. If you see subscribe, you got subscribe and you got join. You want to click both, but subscribe is free. Join costs a couple dollars. That's the only difference. So thank you for the $2 holla. But yeah, my 50 Cent Diddy review is going viral everywhere, y'all. Like serious. Like for real, for real, for real, for real. Shout out to all y'all who support my social media accounts, man. I've gotten probably 1.5 million, maybe I probably got 1 million to a little over 1 million views in the last couple of days. Thank you, Tracy. She says ditto on the trolls. Less for the $1.99, $2 holla. That's a $7 holla. That's my favorite number. Okay, lucky 7. 7 is a lucky number. Angelina said that's a $7 holla. Yeah, the snow is pretty. No, I wish. Hey, look, I wish snow was warm. I wish we could have like. I wish we could have like snow, but it still be 70s. I wish there was some type of phenomenon where we could have snow, but it still be in the 70s. Then it would be lit. Then it would be lit. Man, but I ain't gonna lie. The funniest, the most enjoyable part about this whole documentary thing, man. The most enjoyable part about it is how crazy and how bothered Diddy is and his legal team. They talk about the documentary is illegal and they sent cease and desist orders and that the footage was illegally confiscated or whatever. And ain't shit you could do about it. That is the best part about this whole fucking documentary. Like for real. Diddy is unhinged. Anybody who all experiencing the snow in the chat? Let's see who all living in these cold ass climates like me. So I'm in the snow. Who else in the snow in the chat? Let me know if you're in the snow. Put a 1 in the chat if you're in the snow right now. Put a 1 in the chat if you're in the snow right now. Okay, Angie in the snow, Lily in the snow. Okay, so I ain't the only one freezing my ass off. It's good to know I ain't the only one freezing my ass off this morning. Come on, let's go. Let's dive some more into this documentary. And some more parts. Give me some parts in the chat. Give me some more parts of the documentary that stuck out to y'all. But shout out to everybody in the snow with me. Shout out to y'all. Danae said no snow, but she got some rain. Ooh, in NYC, it must be brick. Is it brick out there, Fire Glory? Is it brick out there? Let's talk about that too. She said to talk part 2. Now, I've been hearing rumors, but if you look on 50 Cent, now let me read the question first. Or the statement is, so does anybody think that there'll be a part 2 of this documentary, or are we just hearing rumors? I've heard rumors, of course, but if you go to 50 Cent's Instagram page, 50 Cent said something about, I see y'all like this documentary. If y'all want, I'll do more. Now, I don't know if he's saying he's gonna do more documentaries or like in general, or is he saying, or is he saying he's gonna do another Diddy documentary? But from what I'm hearing, it's gonna be another Diddy documentary. Because now I believe, you know how it goes. This one did so well that I believe people who might not have spoke out or didn't want to speak out, now they might be saying, you know what, it's time for me to speak out. And so I believe that there will be a part 2, and I believe it's going to be a Diddy documentary part 2, and I believe 50 Cent is going to bring it sooner than later. I know Diddy is in Fort Dix burning up as he's drinking his liquor. I know he tearing that liquor. I know he tearing that liquor up in Fort Dix with this documentary going around. They say this documentary even can destroy his appeal. Yeah, they didn't talk much about the white parties. Right about that, Angie. And to think this all started because Diddy tried asked 50 Cent, did he want him to take him shopping? Lesson learned, don't ever ask anybody if they want to go shopping. Don't ever ask a man, don't ever take, a man should never ask another man, another grown man, offer to take him shopping, because you might end up being done like Diddy and have somebody like 50 Cent trolling the hell out of your ass. Maybe we need some of these politicians to ask. Some of these politicians that we want to bring down, we need to have them try to take 50 Cent shopping. I think that's what we need. We need some of these politicians. Hey, why don't y'all call 50 Cent up and ask him, do he want to go shopping? And then let's see what happens. That might be the only thing. 50 Cent might be the only one who could bring down the fucking politicians. Denise says Diddy was working on a documentary with Netflix. Well, he was trying. Well, no, not with them. Diddy was working on a documentary he was trying to sell to Netflix, which is why they own the video. Yeah, Diddy fucked that up. Angelina says she will sign a petition for part 2, another chapter in the Power universe. It will be called The Reckoning, Powerpuff Girls on the Loose. But you know what? I was thinking about this, y'all. What if 50 Cent sees how this went and said, you know what? I'm about to do a documentary on Jay-Z and Beyonce. I'm about to do a documentary on who else is a controversial figure? Well, really, I guess that's the biggest one. But what if 50 Cent does one on Jay-Z? What if 50 Cent say, you know what? I'm about to just start making documentaries about all this shit been going on in the industry. That's what I'm saying. So 50 Cent might just take this as his whole lane. Like he might take this as you know what? All of these controversies and all of this bullshit that's been going on, why don't I just start making documentaries, investigative, and get investigative reports on all this shit? Like, I'm thinking that's the route Diddy might be going. I mean, not Diddy. I'm sorry. I'm thinking that's the route 50 may be going. I'm thinking 50 is seeing this as a way. You know what? There is a lot of people are thirsty to know what the hell went on with these celebrities and what's going on behind the scenes. You know, dirt that they've done. Man, 50 Cent might just take this as his new another lane and say, you know what? I'm the documentary guy. I'm documenting all this shit. I really thought about that, y'all. I'm like, you know what? 50 Cent may be up to something. I see y'all in there. Hey, look, shout out to this chat. They in there. Angelina said, who Angelina talking about? Said, you just a clown, Andre. Don't out you in the entertainment business. Angie says, Andre lying again. Andre, they saying you lying, man. Andre said, y'all are not in the entertainment business. He is. Okay, so that's true. Yeah, so I had already said that, but D is confirming that 50 said he's looking into do more documentaries. He is about to, mark my words, all of these celebrities and all of this, like how Diddy been getting away with all this dirt and all that. I think that 50 Cent is going to start periodically dropping all these documentaries covering all this shady behind the scenes shit. I think that's going to be 50's lane, y'all. And when it happened, y'all can come back here and be like, Flo, you said he was about to do this. And I'll be like, yep, told y'all. I freaking told y'all. Right, yep. 50 might do that J-Lo documentary. He might do that J-Lo documentary and get into the behind the scenes and J-Lo hiding the gun from the shootout and lying and all of the cover-up. See, 50 is dangerous as far as if you in the industry, because 50 has too many connections to know exactly what the hell went on because he is a celebrity on the same level as Diddy and Jay-Z and all the rest of them. So he can get information that the average person can't get. So this is going to be interesting how this plays out for real. And guess what, y'all? If you want to support the show, the audio, I put the Buzzsprout link in the chat. Keep the lights on. Let me put it up on the screen. Go to Buzzsprout. It's either in the show notes or you can look at it in this YouTube chat. Go ahead and put a donation. They start at $3 and go up to $23. Keep the lights on the Flow Show No Filter. Also, you can also support the show by joining, not just subscribing, joining. You got subscribe and join at the bottom of this. Thank you so much, everybody who support. It's been overwhelming support, and y'all been overwhelmingly cooking. Andre, you might as well chill, man. They came to cook you this morning. I don't know why. The kitchen in the chat has been open since the fucking show started. Y'all are something else. Shout out to all the Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, Door Dashers, everybody who listens to this show while they work. I got a lot of hardworking people that listen to this show that tell me that just listening to me gets them through their work day. So shout out to y'all. And I'm glad I could be of assistance. We all need a little something to help us get through the day. I mean, it ain't no secret. I love my podcast. I don't know what I would do without them. I watch them pretty much any chance I get. And it's just good to see some of y'all doing the exact same thing. Oh, y'all listen at the hospital? Yeah, I forgot about that. I do get a lot of that too. Tracy said they listen at the hospital. I do get a lot of that. A lot of people listen to a lot of the hospital, the workers and the patients, even nursing homes. We got a lot of nursing homes and hospitals and all that turn me on and have my voice blaring throughout the hospitals and nursing homes. It makes me feel so good. So let's continue to push y'all. Another show in the books. I think we'll wrap it up tomorrow on the Diddy mess, and we'll go from there. But as always, I love all y'all. Let's get to Amos on the chat. I'm on YouTube, free app. And again, shout out to y'all who, I don't know, man. Before we get out of here, put a 1 in the chat if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook or both. Put a 1 in the chat because y'all have my social media in the last week just blew up out of nowhere. I mean, I was already doing good on the views, but I don't know what the hell happened, but my shit is going crazy. I was like, how many people that tune into the show actually follow me on social media? So Angie followed me on Instagram. Denise, okay. Tracy said she followed me over here. Okay, Enoch doesn't have social media. Oh, Sierra followed me on social media. Okay, so a lot of y'all do. From the Diddy, okay. Lily followed me on there. Grandma Kathy about to go check out Netflix. I hear you, Danae. Okay, so y'all do. And also, y'all, if y'all find out something about Tahara, let me know, please, y'all. And other than that, man, replay game. I always miss your lives. It's okay, chocolate. It's okay, chocolate. Fire Glory said she followed me on Instagram and Facebook. Okay. Good. Wow. Angelina said, I've been a follower on Instagram for 14 months now. Okay. Keep the count going up. Let's go 14 more months. And let's get our mouse in the chat. Danae, follow me on Facebook. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. We'll continue to share my content. It's really been blowing up. So if you follow me on social media, send my content to your friends, like it, comment, continue to blow it up on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And as always, I love y'all. We praying for Tahara. Let me know if you get an update. Hopefully, we'll get an update tomorrow at the latest. I love y'all. You know I do. But I'm